So hello everybody. It's amazing to me like while I'm sleeping, what all I think about while I'm sleeping. It amazes me sometimes. Cause I've really been doing a lot of dreaming and stuff. It is, baby. Hey Teresa. What Tammy? Oh yeah, Tammy said hey y'all. And I sometimes like I don't put everything together in my mind. I I got little patches of stuff. Sometimes I don't put it all together until I get on live. It is, Peter. Yeah, I see that there, Peter. So hello to everybody, y'all. Like actually what I'm thinking about, like kinda once you think about it, is really a little scary, you know. But I was talking to Tammy, after she done her video today, and she told me a good bit of stuff. After the video. She told me a good bit of stuff that she didn't tell y'all and wasn't planning on telling y'all. Oh, it's worse than you think. But not just a piece here and a piece there. It's all worse than you think. Is all to say you had a girlfriend, Tim? The man? Yeah, he had a girlfriend. And that was a bad situation there. It was all of it, y'all. Man was in a wheelchair. And then told Tim, I said, I ain't gonna say nothing. But like he was in the wheelchair, Tim, because of the back surgery. I mean, that's what was he gonna be okay after he had that back surgery and be able to? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they had him lined up to do surgery. Said he done had a few heart attacks. Now, I don't want to say too much about that because Tammy don't want me saying too much about it. I ain't seen her like Tammy's like kind of aggravated about that. And I got a lot to say, y'all. Just had to take me a minute. I can't say everything at one time. It'd be nice if, like, I could just say it all at one time, then we could get out of here and go home. But I can't. Tammy said, that, I wonder what kind of comments I get on my video today. And I went and looked at them. And I ain't see but one comment sticking out. And it was about me. And this is actually what got me thinking about it, I reckon. But what the woman was saying, in other words, is he's like, I was on the mic, I had a mic. Y'all cut that out over there. Tammy. She's over there eating, and they all three of them like, oh. And the woman was basically like saying, it's like when you talking on the phone and somebody's listening to you talking in the phone, saying stuff in the background. I mean, I get aggravated easy, yo. When Tammy started out, she started out kind of rough, on YouTube. But, I knew she had a genuine heart. Another one of them flying roaches. This is small. Come here. Come on, lady. I'm gonna run a lady away from the door. I completely forgot where I was at. I'm sorry. But it's hard to talk like when somebody's playing basketball. And it is for me anyway. That bug got on top of my foot. No, he didn't get on your foot. You didn't get on nobody else's foot. See, I knew Tammy was genuine. And she ain't somebody that just talks a lot. But, like sometimes she does. Not always. She ain't somebody that's just always talking and talking and talking. But it looks like she's come out of her shell enough for this YouTube thing, And, gonna be all right. I said, you you was kind of sharp when you was talking to me, don't you? She said, yeah. She said she thought I was going to say who it was. I said I wasn't going to say who it was. But I'd love to, though. Say this woman right here that I was talking about in the comments, she kind of got something to do with what made me think about the next thing. And I told y'all last night, there was a woman that said something to me one time, and I come back on her like a chainsaw. And she was just going to say some stuff to me. And that was going to be it. And I let her hold it. And then somebody like just told me about it later, you know. Said I was shocked at what he said. She said, well, you shouldn't be. Anytime you gonna mess with him, he's gonna come back on you. So this woman that I come back on her like a chainsaw, I knew she wasn't a wonderful person. She might have thought she was. She might have thought she was high and mighty. Used to running over people, running over her husband. Or get me, y'all get me straight, cause you'll get confused. I mean, y'all listen, cause you might get confused. This woman's husband worked for her daddy. The woman that thought she'd just run over me, her husband, they worked for the daddy. And it was, her husband was her daddy's right hand man. And the daddy died. They was a contractor for the paper mill. Oh, the paper mill, they have like jobs over there that they do. You know, this man works at one little compartment, this man works at that little compartment. But like they need stuff done all the time. And that's where subcontractors come in. The paper mill can't specialize in everything. So they'll just hire, if they want something done, they'll just hire it out to a contractor. And that's what this woman's daddy was a contractor. And that man died. Then it was this uppity woman and her husband, which her husband, fine, outstanding, Man, they started running that company. Uh, that whole family like got a little bit of the money, you know what I mean? The youngins. They got a little bit of the money from, and I mean, it's big money, y'all. It was, it wasn't no little amount of money. That stuff pays big. You know, I told you, I had a buddy, you know, he bring in $5 or $6 million a year. So we really ain't talking about no little bit of money. Oh, this uppity woman, she decided they was going to take over the company and screw everybody else out of the money. The rest of the youngins and the mama. Hell, I forgot to say that part. The, the original old man that started the company, he had a wife. This woman screwed her out of the money too. I mean, they was actually like the Clampets. Hell, man, I mean, this uppity woman didn't like giving them the money because, I mean, they just spent it on stupid stuff. And they was. But, I mean, it was their money to spend. It don't matter if they was buying stupid stuff. And they was. And, this uppity woman, she told them all they was taking over. They took the money out of everybody's hands and they kept the money. They took it all away from the family. And that one daughter and that one son-in-law took over. Completely took over. Think the uppity woman was like doing like kind of like doing secretary work and stuff. They worked. And let me see if I got that wrapped up there. Okay. So I reckon I might have that wrapped up. So that woman, they did take over. And they bought land. They had money like you wouldn't believe. Rest of the family starving to death. This uppity woman was smoking pot. She would just maul her husband up. He didn't like her smoking He didn't like it. But I mean, she would run over him too. And what I'm saying is, she wasn't no very good person. Don't never think you up so high you can't be brung down. And I remember they got mad. This uppity woman and her husband. And I mean, she'd teach him a lesson. You know, I mean, she left him. She was going to smoke pot if she wanted to. And she was going to be a stanker if she wanted to. I see. You best tell that girl, this uppity woman, she better come to her senses. Right, quick, like, and in a hurry. 'Cause she ain't exactly no prize. And I said, a man, a woman, I said, women are hone in on that man so fast that you won't believe it. She said, I don't care to let him have him. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. She didn't care. She didn't know what she was saying. She got to thinking about that. What I said. Women are available women will hone in on a man like that. He's a good man. You know, she's like, done got older. The scales wasn't the same as they used to be, the bathroom scales. And like I say, that woman, when she come up there and said something to me, I come back on her like a chainsaw, which is what she ain't used to. She's used to running over everybody that gets around her. She changed her mind about her husband. But it's bad. Somebody like me can see it even better than she can see it. Sometimes, sometimes I think people don't know when they got it made. I told her, listen, you know, it's been a while there. But I reckon they still are. I don't know. But then I got to think about bias. That comes from the woman that left the comment. I think sometimes people don't realize they are running over you. And I mean, like, you say something, they say, what? Which I didn't say nothing to the woman. You know, on the comments. But I was thinking about, bias. Like, if you went to court and 12 people was on the jury that didn't like you, you think about that. If your faith was in the hands of 12 people that didn't like you before they ever went and sat down, and we see that all the time. I, I guarantee you it won't work out good, Tammy. Like, you're supposed to have an open mind. But when somebody don't like you to start with, you would you wouldn't want them deciding your future. And you sitting there with duct tape over your mouth in the court of law. The y'all ever seen the scales of justice? You ever seen it, Tim? Is a woman sitting there blindfolded, holding some scales. And like, it don't matter, Akil. It don't matter, she don't, Lady Justice don't see who's on the scales. It don't matter who they are. It don't matter how rich they are or how poor they are. Or really even what they are. She sees things as a blind person. That ain't always it, is it? So it's kind of bad when nothing don't matter. It's like that with Mr. T. They like hand pick them juries, and they pick people that don't like him. That kind of bad, ain't it? You wouldn't think it would be like that. I I guess me and Tammy's fitting to watch a movie. It's just that ain't all of us on my mind, but that's what I was thinking about. Everything ain't always exactly like what you might think. You know, whenever they hang that on Donald Trump, that's what they was wanting to begin with. He's a convicted felon, convicted by people like that. It don't matter what the evidence is. He's a convicted felon. I appreciate y'all. Good night.